Welcome to Local SEO Today. I'm Roger Murphy.
And I'm John Vaughn.
In this episode for our podcast, we want to talk to business owners, John, who are watching us today or listening, or listening to our podcast about the use of listening and how if you listen properly and ask the proper questions, a lot of good things happen with your business. So why don't we talk about that? What are some problems if you don't listen, or if you do listen well? How does that help your business?
Yeah, this is a great problem to have, actually, because when you start getting leads, either via phone call or submissions on your website, emails, you want to uncover what their problem or struggles are, right? So you have to first ask the right questions to get that information out of them. And we always like picking up the phone and talking to a prospect, right? So someone's interested, they called you, and they're willing to want to either know your price before you give them a price, you need to figure out what the situation is. Where are they coming from? Did they have a bad experience using someone else? Where are they in terms of their business cycle? Are they a new business or are they experienced business? Figure out a little bit more about what's going on in their situation at that time.
If you don't ask the question, then it ends up costing you time and money. And I'll give an example. I had to get appliances last year for my house, for my apartment. They knew or they didn't uncover that I was on the third floor with no elevator.
Oh, wow.
When you ask the right questions, they realize I need more equipment, I need 2 men, I need such and such. But if they don't ask you, the consumer, uncover what's the situation, where are we bringing it to, is there a wide enough opening, do you have parking on site, or do I have to park down the street? So you can see, as a business owner, ask these questions, or don't ask them and see what happens, right?
Yeah, and I think it takes time and a lot of practice, right? So you need to know exactly who you want to serve as a ideal customer as well. But once you uncover a little bit more about them and their situation, is this going to be a good fit for your business, right? Because it's best to not take on everyone, but let people know that you actually specialize in this kind of service or product, and this might not be a good fit for your situation. And never leave it like that, but try to refer to someone that you may know that
if they're not a good fit.
If they're not a good fit.
You.
Exactly. Yeah. And don't take on everyone, right? Maybe you did at the beginning when you started your company, but once you have a good idea as to who your ideal customer is, then you're able to kind of put that in a persona of, these are my clients, right?
So if you're a brand new business owner, you're a young lady, young man, starting a team, it's called bootstrapping. You're going to do everything. You will take on every type of job because it's all about revenue, and that's important. What John and I are speaking today to is once you've moved into the next phase of growing your business, let's say you're service-based business, your vehicles are in the east end of the city, but you get a call from the west end. Time is money. Ask the question ahead of time to uncover. Oh, you're an hour away from me. That turns into a 2-hour service call. Is that the best use of your time? I counsel clients many times to say, certainly in our world of search engine optimization, where are you based? Where are your people? Where's your store? Where do you want to attract business from? Yes, you could serve everyone everywhere, but it's not time. It doesn't respect time and distance, etc. So know your,
geographic area
and the ultimate type of customer. And it all comes from asking questions.
Exactly. And figuring out what exactly is their need, right? You might not even have a solution for them, right? For us, we're very specialized in search engine optimization, but a lot of customers don't really understand what that involves, right? They may ask us, can you do a email campaign or a social media ad campaign as well, thinking it's very similar to what we offer. However, we advise them, this is not something we specialize in, our experts at. We focus on certain things, right?
Exactly.
And that's where our core is. Right?
And as a business owner, but if for any business, when they ask usually the first question is how much is something.
Exactly.
If you can slow things down and uncover, oh, so you're interested in the XYZ product or the whatever, tell me your experience. And then you can uncover, oh, you do this or you've done this in the past or you haven't. You may actually uncover or realize and counsel this person, this isn't what you need at all. You need something else. I know your situation. So uncovering these questions, you not only become a consultant, but you're saving yourself time. You're setting the proper expectations with a client that you might be able to help.
Yeah, and I know at the beginning it's challenging because what you're after is revenue,
Sure.
right? So you're taking on as many clients that you may think you can service until you finally uncover as a business owner who your ideal customer is, right?
Exactly.
But it takes time, and at the beginning you're probably going to make a lot of mistakes, and you'll figure it out eventually, and you'll find a sweet spot in terms of who your ideal customers are, and then you kind of go after them.
So it's not about just answering questions about how fast you can get there and what your price is. It really is slow it down. Ask questions. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so listen twice as much as you talk.
Oh, that's a great tip, Roger.
Thank you. Those tips and tricks, John. I like to get those things out there.
Thank you.
But ask those questions, and then you kind of go, oh, I understand. I think I understand what you're looking for here.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's, in terms of the needs analysis, asking questions, it's very important. And, to be successful, you want to make sure that you uncover as much information so it saves you time and money and a lot of resources, because stuff that you didn't uncover will cost you a lot more money in the end game.
Yeah, because you become more productive. If you're focusing on the type of service or product that you really are best set up to provide, you're going to make more money because you're actually working with the right, group. So
exactly. You become much more efficient and lean.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks a lot, Roger.
Thank you, John. It's been a great little session today, and thank you for watching Local SEO Today.
Thank you.